Hi, we're going to start with our first proper Hebrew lesson. The previous lessons have been about the alphabet. In Hebrew, we need to pay attention to vowel length. There are three vowel lengths. There's short, as in a, there's normal, as in a, and there's long, as in a. And I'll be paying attention to these vowel lengths when I pronounce my Hebrew. Lesson 1. The first word we're looking at is me. Me means who. Who. And it's got a long E sound. Me. Me meaning who. Ani means I. Ani. Ani. Short A and long E. Ani. And then we have a verb, not something that we do much nowadays, but in biblical times very important. The word is thresh. That means when you take the wheat and you hit it so that the grain falls out from the outside coating. This is to thresh the wheat, to separate the wheat from the chaff. And that's dash. Dash. I'll repeat that. Dash. Dash. So our first question, me dash. Me dash. Me meaning who and dash thresh. So me dash. And the answer, ani dash. Ani dash. I'll repeat that, and this time I'll ring the bell. At the bell you can press pause and try and formulate your answer. In this case it should be quite straightforward. Me dash. Ani dash. The next word, po, meaning here. In this place, here. Po. Po. So we're going to add that to our previous question. I'll repeat the question first. Me dash. Ani dash. Me dash po. Dash, ani, po. I'll repeat that. Me dash po. Dash, ani, po. Now, Hebrew has an interrogative particle, and that's the sound ha. A very short ha, with a short a underneath it, ha. And we attach it usually to the verb, not always, or to the thing that's the most important thing that we're questioning about. It'll often be the verb. So here we have hadash ani. Hadash ani. Do I thresh? Hadash ani. And the answer, ani dash. Ani dash. So I'll ask that question now, and you can answer it. Hadash ani. Ani dash. Now we're going to add one more word to the question. Hadash ani po. Dash ani po. Sham means there, as in over there. So we have po meaning here and Sham meaning over there. Me dash. Ani dash. Me dash po. Ani dash po. Sham means over there. Me dash Sham. Ani dash Sham. Hadash ani Sham. Dash ani Sham. Hadash ani po. Dash ani po. Me dash. Dash ani. Me po. Ani po. Me Sham. Ani Sham. A new question word. Aye. Aye. Meaning where. Aye. So we have a short with a diphthong, so it's aye, and then yeah, aye, where. Aye, ani. Where am I? Aye, ani. Ani po. Ani po. Aye, ani. Ani po. Aye dash ani. Dash ani po. Me Sham. Ani Sham. Me dash Sham. Dash ani Sham. Aye dash ani. Dash ani Sham. Ata means you. Ata. And here we have, you can tell the vowel length difference. A and then ta with a long vowel. So short vowel, long vowel. Ata. I'm exaggerating it slightly. Ata. You, that's masculine. Me dash. Ata dash. So who is doing this threshing thing? And ata dash. You are doing it. You are threshing. You thresh. Me dash. Ata dash. Hadash. Ata po. dash, ani, po. Aye, dash, ata. Dash, ani, po. Hadash, ata, Sham. Dash, ani, Sham. Aye, dash, ata. Dash, ani, Sham. A new word, tzad, meaning hunt. That's to hunt for animals, to kill them. Tzad, a popular pastime of kings and princes. Tzad. Hatzad, ani. Ani, tzad. Or you could say tzad, ani. Hatzad, ani, po. Tzad, ani, po. Hatzad, ani, Sham. Tzad, ani, Sham. Hatzad, ata, po. Tzad, ani, po. Hatzad, ata, Sham. Tzad, ani, Sham. Aye, tzad, ata. Tzad, ani, Sham. Ata, po. Ani, po. Aye, tzad, ata. Tzad, ani, po. Aye, dash, ata. Dash, ani, po. Ba is a new verb. It means come. And this is the masculine form, talking to a male or about a male. Ba, ba, with a long ah. Ba. Mi, ba. Ani, ba. Mi, ba. Ata, ba. Mi, ba, po. Ba, ani, po. Mi, ba, Sham. Ba, ani, Sham. Habba, ani, Sham. Ba, ani, Sham. Habba, ani, po. Ba, ani, po. Haba, ata, sham. Ba, ani, sham. Haba, ata, po. Ba, ani, po. At means you in the feminine, that's to a girl or a woman. At. And the verb also changes its form. So, ba is come, masculine, and ba-a is come, feminine. So, ha-ba-a, at. I'll repeat that. Ha-ba-a, at. Ani, ba-a. Ani, ba-a. Ha-ba-a, at, po. Ba-a, ani, po. Ha-ba-a, at, sham. Ba-a, ani, sham. Mi, dasha. Dash, we had before, masculine. Here the feminine, dasha. Mi, dasha. Ani, dasha. Mi, dasha, sham. Ani, dasha, sham. Mi, dasha, po. Dasha, ani, po. Aye, dasha, at. Dasha, ani, po. Hadasha, at, sham. Dasha, ani, sham. Aye, dasha, at. Dasha, ani, sham. Mi, tzada. Tzad, masculine. Tzada, feminine. Mi, tzada. Ani, tzada. Ha, tzada, at. Tzada, ani. Ha, tzada, at, po. Tzada, ani, po. Ha, tzada, at, sham. Tzada, ani, sham. And that brings us to the end of this first oral and serial classical biblical Hebrew lesson. Bye.